Hello everyone, it's Red Gadget here, and I just got back from YCS Lille. I actually felt ill after the event, so I didn't film my deck profile. I was planning to film it at the venue, but already I was not feeling well, so I hope this one's gonna go well. It's been a few days, so let's hope I can speak correctly for a long amount of time. But yeah, I played Blackwings. First day we played 3 rounds as usual here in Europe. I know in America it's different, but we played 3 rounds and I lost round 2. So I was 2-1 day 1 and I was pretty kind of whatever, right? I was thinking, okay, day 2 I'm going to do some side events. I brought my goat deck, my hat deck, so whatever, I'll just play those. Because I had to go undefeated day 2, like 5 rounds to top. But the day started going well. I was winning. And then by the end, I just said, okay, I have to clutch 2 last rounds and I'm in, right? So I kind of locked in and I managed to top. And then the top cut, I won for 8th place, so top 8 for top 4. And then I won in top 4 and then I got into the finals basically. And in the finals, I sadly lost to a Vayu Turbo player. He had Burial game 2 and game 3, so I couldn't do much. Granted, I had double Whirlwind game 1, so it was pretty easy for me there. But yeah, the games were pretty okay. I maybe I could have done something, but already after so many rounds, I was pretty tired. I think that was also a reason why I got sick after, because I was just focusing a lot throughout the Swiss and also the top cut, and at some point it just starts to be too much. But yeah, the event was overall very fun. As I said, I played Blackwings, and I won this beautiful Chibi Honest. I kind of wish it was a regular Honest, not the Chibi one, but it's still amazing, and it will be a great addition to my wall. I also won this hamster playmat, and yeah. So as I said, the event was great. I played Blackwings, and I'm going to show you the list. So we'll start off with 3 Shura. Yeah, pretty standard, not much there. 3 Bora. Shout out to Moscow, but yeah, I was on 3. 3 is the best, and 3 Kalutes. No, let me put it back. 3 Kalutes. Just pure Blackwing. Last YCS. Well, it wasn't a YCS. It was the World Championship qualifier. So the Euros in Berlin. I played a hybrid, similar to Rev's list. Shout out to Rev. With the graphers and the funny ratios of Blackwings. It's a very strong list. But I felt for this tournament I wanted something more I'm comfortable with, something more stable, you know. People play crazy in these events. These are not like online events where everyone knows what they're doing. In these events, people just kind of make suboptimal plays, but they work. So I really wanted something, okay, I'm very comfortable with, something that has been kind of proven. And if I feel like the hybrid list is very strong if you're going for like an online event and people play a bit slower. So you get to kind of get that advantage there. But I think regular Blackwings are good for such YCS or general events. 3 Blizzards, 1 Gale obviously, and here we have 3 Siroccos. And so the interesting point here, let me pull these back. The interesting point here is I ran double Vayu. So people know I run double Vayu, and honestly, if you're not running 2, I think it's a mistake. Now, I wouldn't say like just never run 2 Vayu, because there's people that run 2 and you know you can have your kind of opinions on it. But it came up so much. Like in the finals, I still lost game 3, but I have resolved 2 Vayus. Every match, there's a game where I either resolve 2 or come close to resolving 2 or need the second. Like second one is so needed, because as I said before in my last topping performance where I played 2 Vayus, like you special it off of Shura, but if you banish it off of Allure, it's gone. If you have a Blizzard and a Whirlwind up, you can search this second one for a free discard on Brio. But so many times, like opening 2 is bad, but there was a game where I opened 2 and won, because I opened like a Icarus or 2 with it, right? I think I drew an Icarus with the 2 Vayus, and then I drew it to another Icarus. Just a very easy T set. It was into frogs. You just pop their dupe lock. It's just so free. And if this hits the graveyard, this means that if they do not banish your Sirocco, you just have a free extender. And like I know that this seems in theory like very, very far-fetched. Like you say, oh well, yes, you're playing a brick, and if the brick hits the grave, you're then hoping your Sirocco dies. Okay, but like the game lasts so many turns that like if you manage to establish this in the grave, you sometimes look for Brio lines pitching Sirocco where normally you wouldn't. Normally you would look like normal Sirocco has a very, very good body on board, but if you have one in grave, you're just so like comfortable. Like I feel I wouldn't run Blackwings without two, like probably ever again. And this whole tournament, I never sided it out. I never took one value out. And drawing these days when I draw a value in my opening hand, I think a lot of people, they kind of tilt, like they're like, oh yeah, I drew the brick. How come I draw the brick all the time? But when I draw a value, I'm like, okay, whatever, right? It's my engine piece. I'm playing, you know. Let me set this value. Let me T set. Let me, you know. Sometimes I just open board, set a value, and I was playing another card after that. I'm gonna well, it's here. So I played this one. I will talk about it after more and the reason why I played it. Normally I don't play it, but I'll tell you why I played it for this tournament. And what I wanted to say is like, okay, you have a value, right? Sometimes I just set a value. If they put up one body, I'm good. If they put up two, it's too much for me, so I'll drop Gores on the second, right? Because I don't want them to have two bodies hitting me. So sometimes set a value like that, let it hit the grave, is so cool because then Sirocco follow-up is just pure value from grave. Now, I'll talk about this after, but this was a very, very strong card all tournament. Gores is just such a powerhouse, and in its place, actually, there was a Kaiku main deck, but I kind of last moment decided not to run that because I saw a lot of Machinas. I have a problem with value with this deck in general. I think I mean, I've done the stats on it. The stats say that value is slightly favored. I think everyone who plays competitively knows this, but value is slightly favored into Blackwings, and Kaiku is just there to kind of take rid of that. Also deal with what's it called? Light Sworns and GB. It's fine into GBs. It's fine into a bunch of matchups. It's really bad into Hamster, Raiko, Caius, Machina decks. So for that, this event I took it out. I put in Gores, but I'll tell you also why after. I think it's really, really important. Dad, of course, obviously we played Dad. That's insane. Just a power card. I mean, 20 monsters. I swear by 20 monster count. I think, like, if you don't play like this, like, okay, you whatever, you don't have to play Gores, but this is not enough monsters. Like, this is simply not enough monsters. This is like a half monster, but you need something else with this. Like, 19 monsters is not enough. I think you need 20. That's why that's why I was slamming in Kaiku, because I needed a normal summon. Like, I don't care that like people say, oh yeah, Blackwings normal summoner line deck. Okay, sure, but like you need, like, you open full trap hands, you need a monster to put on board, because otherwise you're just like, what are you doing? You're just opening traps. You're doing nothing. And Gores is also like a half monster, right? So I just want like orange cards, right? I want 20 orange cards. Doesn't matter if they're like not really real monsters, but whatever. So those are the monsters. I'm gonna like rearrange this like this. Then for the spells, pretty standard spell count. That's not a spell. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty standard. Not much. Shout out Hector HT19. I saw him there at the event. It was pretty cool to hang out. So yeah, shout out to Hector. But not much there. Pretty standard spell count. Going into traps, 3 Curse. You can pair these with the value. Like, just if you open this, it's really fine. Like, you're really not breaking. You're just playing the game, and that's okay. You need the second value because second value comes up all the time. If you run out of gas, like if you play your game and they kind of stop you in what you want to do, like you cannot really push for damage, like they put a 2k defense or something, right? Like, you run out of gas, like you need to draw another Shura, and like if you already drew a few and you couldn't kill them, it's so hard to play. And remember, in IRL events, like people don't play as good, you know, like as online or Also, IRL is a lot different than playing online, because in real life, you know, things get mixed up. Like, people forget that you have a value. You're playing Blacklist, people forget it's engraved. And like, I always, almost every game, have a just value chilling engraved because of whatever reason, right? Off of Shura, off of hand discard, off of Icarus, off of set, off of whatever, right? There's a value almost always chilling engraved. So if in any part of the game, like Sirocco goes to grave by accident or somehow, like I go a Sirocco Gale, Sirocco Bora, Pump, blah, blah, they're dealing with the board, and they stop my next normal, and I'm like, okay, cool, value effect, right? All the time, value effect, value effect. Like, value in Blackwings comes up like all the time. Not as much as in value turbo, but like maybe half the number of times. So like Icarus, to tribute off of your value, have it chill in grave, and then just like OTK them out of nowhere because they forgot you had a value piece or some Sirocco you threw like a long time ago, is just so scary. Yeah, for the rest of the traps, so this is like the lineup that I kind of believe in. I said this many times. The regular trap lineup that I believe in is 2 summon stoppers and then like a summon stopper sweeper, and then 2 battle traps, like targeted battle traps, and then like battle trap sweeper, right? So 2 that banish 1 and then blow a board, 2 that banish 1 and then blow a board, basically. And this is the ratio I like. The only cuttable card in this deck, I feel, is the prison. You can cut this prison, I feel like it's fine. But, you know, then you have to ask yourself, like, what am I putting instead of this? And the answer is, well, there's not that many cards that just kind of replace this second prison that you cut. So it's a good card in general, but like the second prison is not super necessary. You could run like this deck without the second prison, whatever. But yeah, this is a good, very good lineup. Then we have two draw traps, 2 legacies. Just very strong. I like 2. It isolates you from heavy and stuff. It's a strong trap. And then for the one-offs, we have a dust shoot. By the way, some people asked me after the event. They saw me have this game 2 against Vayu, and I don't know if I talked about this before, but like publicly, but I never take this out, like post side. I only take it out against like maybe Gladiator Beast or some similar decks. This card is one of the strongest cards in the game, by far, by stats, by anything. By any measure, this card is just like on the top of the food chain when it comes to Edison staples. And if you can resolve this card, you're winning. So there's no need to kind of like side this one out because, okay, maybe discard a few. Like, no, you're going to draw this and you're going to win. And if you don't, well, tough luck, but you need to draw this, like, because it's an auto win, right? For the other one-offs, Judgment and Road. And so now, like when I showed you these 2 cards, well, first Judgment is a no-brainer, right? Like Judgment, you have to play it in this deck. It's just a finisher piece, like it's OP. But this card right here, a lot of people said that like your opponents play around it. That's not true. No one plays around this card. Now, since it was out of fashion, people don't play around this. And the thing is, it's very hard to play around because you force them into a state where they have to Icarus. And if they Icarus in the mirror, they lose if you resolve this instantly. And the idea, well, first of all, I was running this without Gores, right? And so normally Gores and Starlight conflict. These 2 cards conflict. Yes, that's true. Also with this, right? These 3 cards conflict. But one thing they have in common is that they isolate you from Heavy Storm. And now, in this tournament, the only thing that I realistically feared was Heavy Storm. Like, if my opponent goes like Heavy Brain, Heavy Dad, Heavy something, like I lose on the spot. And otherwise, I'm having my traps, I'm having my position, and I'm good. So Heavy Storm is like the problem. And these cards all deal with it in their own different ways, right? This relatively similar, you just negate it, you just negated Special Stardust. This one deals it in a way where if they clear your traps, you're not dead. and you isolate yourself and you give yourself one turn. Now, you will argue that these three cards, well, these and these two conflict because you have to control nothing and these have to be set. But the idea that I had, and it was actually on the day of the event, where I was like, okay, if I'm running Kaiku, it synergizes with this because I could just go like crazy. I could just summon monsters, spam, run into Heavy Storm and such, and also like summon Kaiku, set back row is good. But I said to myself, well, if I draw these in together, the probability is low and I'm pretty cooked. But if I draw them individually, it's very, very strong. And the probability of drawing them individually is higher than drawing them together. So I said, well, in this tournament, I'm just going to hope to not draw them together. And if I draw them together, to draw this one and this one. But if I draw this in my opening hand, and then I draw this for turn, I'm thinking that like I'm in a good position because I already have a road plus back row established. So heavy can't do anything to me. And I'm going already crazy into their board. Like, because when I have this, I play like very, very strong. So like very, very aggressively. So yeah, the idea was just like, don't draw them together, draw them individually, and they boost your hand by like a mile. So they make any hand in this deck very strong. But if you draw them together, they're bad. But the probabilities work out in a way that you will draw them individually and not together, because otherwise, like, you could make the same argument for other cards. Like, you run them individually because they're strong individually, not with some other cards that you may not draw. So this confliction, I think it's fake. Like oppression really conflicts very hard, I think. Oppression is not the same. But I think these, you can always like go, like there was games where I drew these two. And then I was like chilling, I dropped Gores, special token, next turn set 2. Like, what are they gonna do there? Realistically, there's nothing they can do. Like, I pass turn, I don't want to attack. Next turn, I summon my guy, switch all to attack. You're gonna mirror force me? Okay, bye. Are you gonna, like, what are you gonna do? It's checkmate. Like, I have 3 bodies. I have a Blackwing on board plus Gores plus token. You can't torrential me, you can't mirror force me. Like, and I have a back row set. You can't heavy me. Like, I'm winning. Like, just because I drew these cards. Granted, I drew them together and not just like first this, then this. But drawing this, then this is okay as well. Same works with Judgment, right? Drop Gores, set Judgment is fine. Now, the other way around, no. But I was like, well, it's a luck-based game. Like, might as well, you know, play into the luck. I'm just gonna... And to be fair, having like 3 cards that conflict and the rest of the deck that's busted, like, you see it works out. Okay, yeah, sorry for that. That was my dog. But yeah, that's the main deck. So 40 cards main deck. Yeah, also I wanted to say something. Like, imagine you open a mid hand, right? Like, you open this, whatever. Like, let's say you open Prison, this, Bora, like all the bad cards, right? Like MSC, and then you open like a Draw Trap, and then you open like Road. I just want to illustrate how broken Road is. Like, you see this hand? Trash. But if you see it with this, like, this is a power card close in the power level to your Whirlwinds and Dads and Gorses. So like in this hand, I just go like, for example, going first, set 2, set 3, next turn, or it's like set 4, whatever. Next turn, I will just play into my Road, because my Road is my win condition. With this Road, this hand does nothing. So I have to force out a Stardust. So I set wide, I go normal summon Vayu, special Bora, attack, try to bait out a Bear Force, try to bait out a Torrential. You know, they might. Like, you might want to, like, not even set this, set like these 2. So like you set 2 and not 3, right? So maybe you keep this in hand so you don't bluff Road as hard. Then you go normal special, attack, take a Mirror Force, Road, boom. And now you're playing. And now you have a free Stardust, and that's your power card. Like, you cheated out the Stardust for free. So, like, I want to say how, like, I just wanted to illustrate how it makes mid hands good. The same way, like, Dad makes mid hands good. The same way Whirlwind makes mid hands good. The same way Gores, right, makes mid hands good. So all of these cards, if you have just one of them and the rest of you're like a regular deck, you're winning. You're doing very well. So that was the idea. So that's the main deck. By the way, I drew a fair amount of whirlwinds, but I want to show a drawing from my friend that helped me draw them. So shout out to Stefan for drawing me this this beautiful picture right here. This one helped me a lot. But yeah, going into the extra deck. So nothing, I got 2 tokens. The Chimera deck, the extra deck's pretty standard. I'm not gonna keep it long. I wanted to really make this deck profile in depth because it was like about some things I really believe in when it comes to this deck. So I wanted to get this out of the way. It was a lot of theory. I hope that was okay. These are just regular extra deck. Nothing too crazy. Mistworm over the second Armor Master. You know me, you know I run this. It came up during the tournament. Second one doesn't come up as much. I needed to bounce like some cards to actually dust shoot them. Like they were on 1 card, I bounced like 3 and then I dust shooted them. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was a cool play, but yeah, Mistworm was pretty strong, and the second Armor Master doesn't come up as much as for me. All right. So speaking of the side, we got 2 Cyber Dragons. Yeah, actually I don't side this guy in a lot. I put it against Machina Heroes, and Gadgets. Those are the 2 only decks I put it in against. Then I have this package. So before it was like this. And then I took my deck, I made like a little side plan just for the meta. Like, so I took the side plan I had and I kind of adjusted it to this deck slightly, but I also wanted to see which cards I put in. And I saw the DD Crow, I don't put in a lot. So imagine it like a table, right? The decks, I think I just took the 6 decks that I care for, like Blackwing, Vayu, Hero Frog, Gladiator Beast, Lightsworn, Machina Control, and some other deck, and the 2 combo decks. I think that was it, right? So I think these are the only real decks. I think the rest I don't care about. The Hero Frog's there. I don't know if I mentioned. So I took like 6 or 7 decks. I took my side deck and I said, okay, against which deck I put what? So it's like a table. And then I added up how many times I put in each card. Then I saw that Crow, I don't put it a lot at all, and I put it against combo mostly. And I asked some people, some combo players, about like, do they hate this or this more? I knew the answer was this, but I wanted to make sure because I didn't want to make some assumptions. So they told me that this card just is a lot stronger than Crow. And so I said, well, you know what? I'm just going to run 2 of these guys and 1 of this. And I think it paid off. I think I've really have seen this when I needed to, because it goes into Hero Frogs. And for example, Crow, I don't like sometimes into Hero Frogs. So like these ones come in a lot and they're such a power card, while Crow has just always been so mediocre. And you need it for combo, but like you need 3 options, right? Double Crow or Pucky or double Pucky and Crow. And I think double Pucky and Crow is like the answer. Okay. Now something slightly controversial when it comes to a Blackwing side deck, and it's this. And now I want to talk about why I don't like Nobleman or Crossout. And yes, I've heard what Fraser and ProStorm said on Nobleman and what people have now kind of been repeating more or less about Nobleman. And I'm going to say why I don't like Nobleman. So it's only good going second. And the thing is, like, this package is good going second, going first, and it's much, much more versatile. like if you resolve your noblemans, you have to draw them when they have a set, first of all, so that has the stars have to align. And secondly, like they are very rarely kind of like when you go first, you do your normal summon, then they set a hamster or right coin to that. It's very, very rare. Like, so going second is very strong. Going first is basically dead, because if like against YU Turbo, if you go first summon a monster, they will try to summon a bigger monster to beat over it. Because if they start setting there, they're already behind. Even with the Machina control, they're trying to summon Gear Frame, trying to beat over your monster. So going first, it's much worse than this. While in this case, if you draw your Raikou going first into Hamster Raikou Kaya's deck, it's very strong, because like if you set it first, they set their hamster, just flip flop their hamster, like it's fine, and you can bluff Vayu Icarus with this all the time. Secondly, mind control. This clears dad. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but this clears dad. This clears their Greffer. This takes their level 6, then you summon your Blizzard, you make whatever, right? Like the fact that if they drop dad and you have this in hand, you basically sometimes win, is crazy. Like, I would much rather have that than a dead knock. Like, knocks are dead all the time. Like, I don't know if you guys agree, probably not, but I feel like this package is much more versatile, but in terms of raw power level, going second against a T set, it's weaker, yes. But against all the other options, and if you consider all the other options, going first, going second against different cards, also this is just targeted spot removal, like it's never bad. But the knock is just half the times it's bad. Like, I wouldn't even say half, like sometimes it's just busted, and then most of the times it's just bad. But okay, whatever. And enough on this. Yeah, so I was doing this side thing optimization, where I was looking for what I put in, what I don't, and what I need to kind of the numbers of things. And I realized I realized I don't put enough deck devs in to justify the second. Some of you will disagree. Some will say, it's the most broken card in the format. Yes, it is. It's a busted card. But I realized, again, only really that strong into Forgs. Hero Frog players, they're smart now. They're putting in, like, they're siding out the deck dev targets. One is very strong, but against bird matchups, I find one is enough. Like, where you're really gonna put in two against bird matchups, like YU and Blackwings. So one is like really necessary. Second one was like rarely in. Forgs maybe, you know. So I was like, you know what? It's not worth the side slot. One deck dev performed really well. Second one was not needed, in my opinion. This is what I put instead. So I hate Lightsworns. They're really bad matchup. This is just like an FTK against them. You just flip them, you win on the spot. So Light Mirror is very strong. It hasn't come up, but I'm very happy to have it. Like, it's just one card that just blows them out, so it's necessary. Double Dust. Yeah, Double Dust is just a staple on the side. Not much to say there. Double Pulling the Rug. It's for Machina heroes, hero frogs, frog monarchs, gadgets. It's very versatile. This card's been in my side deck like as long as I made this deck. Like, I was playing this deck for a long time, Blackwings, and it never went out of my side. Like, it's just very strong. Same with this card. Like, it's always there. Oppressions is always there, and there's no reason to take it out. Like, the only optimization in the side deck that really happened was like the second deck dev for this, and Crow for a Dino. But besides that, it's pretty standard. It's the same that I have in my side plan. So very similar options. So yeah, that'll be pretty much it for the deck. Did I forget anything?
What was the decks you played against?
Yeah. So I played day 1 2 Lightsworns. Round 1 Lightsworn, round 2 Lightsworn, round 3 Hero Frogs. Then day 2, I played Machina Gadgets, Blackwings, Machina Control, Hero Frogs, and something else. Maybe another Blackwings or something. Maybe another Blackwings or a Vayu Turbo. I don't remember. And then Top Cut, it was Vayu Turbo, Machina Hero, and then Vayu Turbo in the finals. Well, the other way around, actually. Machina Hero, then Vayu Turbo, then Vayu Turbo. And yeah, I won only 2 dice the whole tournament. So in like what, 11 rounds? Yeah, in 11 rounds, I think. I won only 2 dice. So I managed to do well going second, I guess. And yeah, it's a very strong deck going second. So that's pretty much it.
And what was the best cards in your deck this tournament?
Okay. Okay, that's a good question. So I think in the main deck, let me think about it. Well, Starlight Road won me a game in top 4, I think. I opened like Starlight Road and some traps. They go like heavy out of nowhere. After he said like, I was thinking maybe it was draw traps or maybe it's like a judgment, so pay half is not even that bad. And I was like, yeah, no, but I flip Road. So I flip Road. I get my Stardust. He tries to bottomless. I say, no, it misses timing. You can't bottomless. So then it gives me knowledge on the bottomless. So then I attack that turn because I know it's set bottomless. So it's not gonna get prisoned my Stardust. And then from then on, like I have a knowledge of the card. I took a +1 or maybe even +2. I have a Stardust plus back row and it's turn 2. So I won the game basically off of this. This was very, very strong. Gorse performed, not as much, but he performed. Like all the cards performed. Dad, I swear, I was thinking after the event, I don't remember when I saw him. I think this secret rare, this shit secret rare, is just never in my hand. I need to get a better version, but it's like I don't think I've seen this guy actually. Maybe once, like maybe max once. I've seen a Whirlwind's a good amount. I have seen 2 Whirlwinds in the finals game 1. It wasn't like it wasn't enough. But yeah, Whirlwind was strong, but I've seen it like a normal amount. I don't think I've seen like crazy amounts of Whirlwinds or anything. Rhodes was strong. Most of the cards were really strong. I don't particularly have a one that stands out. Dust Shoot. I've seen a fair amount of Dust Shoots. I'm not gonna lie. So maybe that one, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. But definitely not that. I haven't seen that almost at all. And yeah, maybe for the shoutouts. Okay, so first of all, shoutouts to his friends from Switzerland that I came with. So from here, from our locals, we traveled and we had a lot of fun. So shout out to them. Shout out also to the Bosnian guys for also winning the oversized Lupus. So everyone from Sarajevo locals, shout out to them. And yeah, also from the general here vibes in Switzerland. So Stefan and everyone, the locals, also for the amazing drawing. And yeah, shout out for the team Diamond Dogs last season, and shout out for the battling Battlelocks this season, or dare I say Legend, but whatever. And yeah, I think that'll be pretty much it. So everyone in the Diamond Dogs and the Battlelocks servers. And also shout out to my friends and family and to my girlfriend for filming the deck profile. So yeah, I don't know if I missed anyone, but I think that's pretty much it.